This is Kapil Sharma. He runs a company called Wildscape, and I have traveled with them. I have traveled even before it was Kapil Sharma Photography, and now it's Wildscape, which is hoping to do bigger things. I have done a lot of Indian tours. In fact, I've done only Indian tours with him. This is my first trip abroad for wildlife sighting. I've never done it, and Kenya was the place to go. I had a good experience. So, Kapil, how is foreign location different from an Indian location from a travel point of view?
Right. So, if you are someone who is looking out to travel, and go on a jungle safari, specifically when you go to Indian jungles, multiple factors, like if you are doing 4 to 6 safaris, let's say, so the chances, the probability of spotting a big cat, which is a tiger, the apex predator in the Indian forest, is very less due to the kind of habitat we have, due to the numbers, and due to the rules and regulations that the park has. Unlike in Kenya, where if you go to Kenya, the landscape is open. It's like an endless plain, so the visibility is very high. And here you have an option to do full day safaris, like throughout, starting from morning 5:30 up till 7:30 in the evening, before
Like
sunrise
the
to
ones which
sunset.
we have done.
Yes, like the ones
Yeah.
which we were doing. So again, the kind of animal sightings, the kind of action that Kenya gives you, it is probably compared to 40 or 50 safaris in India, which you would get here in a couple of full days, right?
Yeah,
So,
so let me add to this. Kapil is talking from his point of view. I'll talk from my point of view. I have done a trip to Tadoba, 3 days, which means about 6 rides or 5, 6 rides without seeing a tiger. Maybe we saw a leopard, but we did not see a tiger. And largely, I think when I go into the forest, when people ask me, I tell them I get 4 days of fresh air, a lot of birds, lot of animals, including the tiger. To me, tiger is incidental, but for 90% of the people, they think when they go to the forest, just open the gate and the tiger is waiting like in a zoo. It's not true. You have to search for it. In Africa, you don't have to search for it. In fact, I got bored seeing lions. I must have seen 50 lions, which is what 1/3 of the population of lions of Masai Mara. It's very easy to see. You'll get bored seeing lions. We have left the lion to see cheetah, right? We've done that. It's unthinkable
so
that I
many
would
times
do something in India.
India.
If we see a tiger eating, we will just park ourselves there for 2 hours or 1 hour and just watch the tiger eating. Because tiger spotting is a game in itself. Half the time or 80% of the time is lost in spotting the tiger. That's a different fun. I'm not even saying that's not fun. I mean, I'm already planning a Corbett trip in March. We are now in December, so we will do that. But they're very, very different. Here it's like Kapil said, it's just a plain grass. You got to see to believe. It's like a sea of grass, and you'll see a few trees. It's not that you won't see trees. You'll see a leopard sitting on a tree. But cheetahs are in the open, elephants are in the open. We missed the rhino, but we saw a hippo. There's a hippo behind us, right? In this water
This
which
is
is
Mara
flowing, which
River.
is the Mara River. This morning we saw crocodiles, and there are hippos also. We saw hippos and crocodiles here in this river. Don't worry, it's a safe place. There's an electric fence. And I didn't know the word Hatari meant danger in Masai language. We thought it was a movie, right? So it is very different. It is not either Indian or Kenyan. You do both. I mean, depending. But of course, this costs more. That costs less because of travel costs and stay costs, everything. And we stayed right inside the jungle.
So, unlike India,
Unlike India, where you only Dikala in Corbett allows you to stay inside the jungle, which means you open the gate and it is the jungle. Here, you can choose to stay inside or you can choose to stay outside. We chose to stay inside. It's been a fantastic experience. 50 lions, 7, 8 cheetahs, some hundreds of elephants, thousands of buffaloes. We saw lion chase and kill a water hog, and I mean, it's unbelievable, it's unthinkable. I have seen a tiger do a kill, but that's so rare. I mean, I must have done 50, 60 safaris, right? 50, 60 tours, and so maybe 200 safaris into the jungle. You see it once. Here we saw a kill, we saw a kill being eaten, we
cheetah
saw
kill.
a cheetah chase and fail, cheetah chase and kill, cheetahs, kids feeding, and the cheetah being on the watch out for lion. There were some cheetahs which we were planning to see, but God was not on the side of the cheetah or on our side. A lion killed the cheetah cubs. You see all these morbid things. You see, it's pretty morbid to see a little water hog being killed by the lion, but that's a fact, right? So it happens.
Also a zebra that we saw.
Yeah, we saw a zebra which had a bite mark, and our driver was so good. He said this is not a lion mark; it's a crocodile mark because its tail has been cut. So it was, we could see it bleeding. Its stomach was pulled out. I mean, let God take care of it. But yeah, these kind of sites are not thinkable in India, and it is very unlikely that you make a trip to Masai Mara and not see an animal. That is almost impossible.
Almost impossible.
You can't go back saying I did not see any lion. This is like going to Kaziranga and saying I did not see rhinoceros. It doesn't happen. You go to Corbett, you're bound to see elephants. You go to Kaziranga, you're bound to see rhinos and elephants. If you see a tiger in Kaziranga, it's a bonus. But your animals are never short. You will every day see something. I mean, the chances of finding an lion doing action is the challenge, because lions sleep 20 hours a day. But we were lucky enough to see a lion chase, we saw a lion kill. We saw a lion kill, we saw a lion eat. A big, huge buffalo had been killed. We did not see that kill, but we saw them eating. I mean, it's an amazing sight. So, if you can afford it, you should make the trip. Kapil, can I stay outside the range and still do the Kenyan safaris?
Yes. So again, you have multiple options to do Kenyan safaris. One of them is you stay outside the park, which is like just outside the Masai Mara National Reserve gate. So you have multiple gates here, like Sekenani Gate, Tale Gate, to name a few, and you can stay outside these gates. And like then you have fixed entry and exit timings. That is, at the time of sunrise, whatever will be the sunrise time. Post that you can enter. You come in, you search out for animals, and then before the sunset, you have to exit the gate. Which is a cheaper option compared to the one that we have chosen, which is a more premium and an expensive option, but definitely it's a quality experience, I believe. You get to stay inside the Mara, inside the National Reserve. While we were sleeping in our bush tents, we could hear lions roaring for a couple of
hippos
nights.
and lions. And here we can see the crocodiles, right? It's just behind us. We are hoping it doesn't climb.
And you are here, you get the flexibility of entry and exit timings as well. Like you can,
Technically speaking, you can even sleep in the jungle.
Jungle.
Nobody stops you, right? If you get a good driver, you can sleep in the jungle. But you need night vision glasses, which we didn't have. So we hit back at about 6:37, because when it's night, you can hear some noises. Maybe you can see some hyenas, but your visibility is only 5-6 feet with the torchlight. That's no great fun. So
But a
we
good
did
driver.
full day safaris.
but a good driver is very important, I believe.
Yeah, a very, very good driver is important. I mean, this guy was amazing. He said, what do you want to see? Lion cubs? And you take us to lion cubs. You want to see elephants? You could take us there. He took us to hippos, as though he knew that those animals were sitting there. This is amazing. Of course, I've experienced that in Corbett also. We had a driver who took us. He said, you want to see elephants cross the river? Okay. And in 10 minutes they'll come. And he took us, parked us, brilliantly positioned us for taking photographs. So those good drivers, good place to stay. See, the place is a little cold, so you want warm water, you want clean beds. Those are things which you want everywhere. So even if you're in Corbett or any place, if you're in winter, you need that hot water and good food and all those. So those basic hygiene is to take care of. And this is not a paid endorsement, okay? He's not paying me. This guy has to pay me. He's not paying me. But I'm giving this feedback just because of my good experience. Like, I go to a place and I like the idli, and I tell you the idli is good. The hotel owner doesn't even know that I exist, that I am recommending. So it's something like that. And I'm wearing this hoodie given by SHB, which is Saathi Haath Badhana, which is an organization in Pune. Go and check it out. They help kids. They help. They're a communication helper, and so maybe you should check that out also. Thank you.
Thank you.